The No Fate channel, checking in. And today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 protein flavors for 2020. I have tried well over 50 flavors and I thought it was time to put my top 5 list together. But first, I want to know in the comments below what your top flavor of protein or even top 5 flavors of protein are for 2020. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, do me a huge favor. Give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. On this series, I simply review a supplement on every episode to help you decide if it is right for your fitness goals, your health needs, and most importantly, that hard-earned money. But for today's video, we're almost throwing money out the window because it is all about flavor and taste when it comes to protein. I know so many of us necessarily really want to get our protein in, but we don't want to be chugging down those bland, boring, and sometimes chalky proteins. So that's why I thought I'd put a flavor list together, top 5, to help you decide which one's going to be right for you. For my top 5 flavors, I'm going to go category by category because we all have different needs with respect to not only what type of protein we're looking for, but why we're taking that protein. And I want you to be able to see this list and get an idea what is going to be the best protein and the best tasting protein for you. So the first category is dessert flavored. This is a category that really has blown up over the past 2 or 3 years where we're moving away from the basic chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and we're seeing a lot of those over-the-top, high flavor proteins that are something that you can use anytime, but oftentimes you can use in replacement of those late night snacks. It almost kind of helps you kind of kill those cravings because it tastes so good. So my number 1 flavor by far is from Pollen Nutrition. They have an isolate casein blend in specifically their peanut butter cookie flavor. Oh my Lord, this thing is absolutely ridiculous. When you mix it with ice cold water, you think you're taking down like a soft peanut butter cookie. It is absolutely delicious. It is so enjoyable. It's not overly sweet. It's that right level of sweetness to make you feel like you're getting that dessert peanut butter cookie, but not feel like it's like just dumped with they didn't just dump in a ton of like over the top ingredients to make it too sugary. Super nail on the head with regards to this flavor, and I use it anytime because it is an isolate casein blend, a great protein for all around anytime, pre-workout, post-workout, or most of the time that I use it is at night before bed when I want something that I'm craving those desserts, but I don't want to kind of hit the refrigerator, hit those carbs. The best price that I was able to find it was DPS Nutrition. I'll put the website up here. I have no affiliation, but I know that protein does come off as expensive because it's a good company and because it's an isolate casein blend. So the second category is going to be budget. Yeah, we know we were on a budget. I'm on a budget. Listen, everybody's on a budget. It's tough times out there. Doesn't matter whether you're in school, whether you're unemployed, regardless, we're all on a budget and we all need to be mindful of what we're spending. So my number 1 flavor and my number 1 budget protein is going to be myprotein.com's whey protein isolate salted caramel. Now, people will tell you their salted caramel flavor by far and large is their best flavor, and I completely agree. I mean, I buy it by the 11-pound tubs, but I will say while their whey protein concentrate is less expensive than the isolate, when you buy it in that 11-pound tub, it ends up being just like a few pennies more per serving, if that. They have such great sales, and on top of it, that isolate, from my perspective, tends to digest a little bit easier and a little bit cleaner in your stomach. So I would recommend going with My Protein's salted caramel whey protein isolate. My code is NoFate247. I'll put an affiliate link in the description below if you're interested. It's the code that I use. They do have some amazing deals, and that's why they are known for being probably the lowest cost supplement provider out there, just because their sales are just ridiculous. Mass gainer is the next category, and believe it or not, even though mass gainers tend to have tons of carbohydrates and a lot of fat in those proteins, ironically, they don't often taste very good. In fact, many of the ones that I have reviewed for this channel, they've stunk. They've been downright horrible, and I can't understand why, because they're just chocked full of carbs and fat, so there's no issue with regards to adding in those flavorings. Regardless, my favorite mass gainer protein is NutriBio.com's strawberry pastry. It is not like your typical strawberry. You get that nice, creamy, rich strawberry on the front end, but you also get that pastry flavoring in there that sets it apart so well from many, many others. And they do a good job of not making their mass gainer overly sweet. Really good product, really good ingredients, and that is my #1 mass gainer for flavor. Next is breakfast flavored protein. Believe it or not, that is a thing. A lot of companies know the first thing people do when they get up in the morning is put down that protein shake, and they are looking for something that kind of reminds them of breakfast. Honestly, I've tried a number of these breakfast flavored proteins, and they tend to come in either like overly sweet and overly sugared, or they just kind of lack that flavor altogether. But the one that I really enjoyed, the one that stands out in my mind by far and large, is one that Opperman Fitness, Jerry over at Opperman Fitness YouTube channel, sent to me. It is a Ghost breakfast cereal. It's Ghost supplements, and it is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm going to put the name and the photo right up here, but I'm telling you, when you drink it, you're going to be thinking of, if you've ever had Cinnamon Toast Crunch as a kid, that bottom of the milk, right? The bottom where like all that goodness kind of congeals at the bottom, and those last few sips of milk with your spoon taste absolutely ridiculously delicious. That's exactly what it tastes like on every sip. It is definitely a standout. So again, I'll put the photo again up here. It is that good. And the fifth category I want to talk about before my honorable mention is the everyday driver. Now, that is a category that people often use with regards to cars. They'll also use it with regards to pre-workouts. It simply means something that you can use all the time, every day. It's not something that you have to like kind of, use sparingly or use once in a while. It's a great all-around protein flavor, and that is NutriBio.com's cinnamon sugar donut. This thing, they put out 3 breakfast flavors, and this one is by far and large my favorite of all of their protein flavors, cinnamon sugar donut. Why? It tastes like a cinnamon sugar donut. It's not overly sweet, but it's that good middle ground that's enjoyable. But beyond just being a great protein, it is a whey protein isolate, so it digests easily, it digests smoothly. But on top of that, it mixes in with a lot of other things so well. I have mixed it in with my oatmeal to great success. When I make pancakes for my family or even muffins, I'll throw 2 scoops in there with the mix, and it comes out perfect. So overall, that is my everyday driver. It's something that I go to almost daily, as I mentioned, with regards to my everyday driver, because I'll put it in my oatmeal, I'll use it after my workout, I'll put it in muffins. It just is that good, and it's a top-notch flavor. You got to try out NutriBio.com. And the final honorable mention is one that is a temporary flavor. It is one that has come into my life, and it's almost left me because the bottle I have is almost gone in record time, and I am so hoping that this company decides to make it a permanent flavor. I've almost started a petition. It's that good. And that is NutriBio.com. They released 3 Freedom flavors on July 4th, 2020. And I'm not going to lie, my favorite of the 3 that they released, and my favorite one that really needs to be made permanent, NutriBio, if you're watching, please make this one permanent, is their Freedom Fetti. It is a delicious cake-like flavor that just is so smooth. It is an isolate casein protein that just delivers. It's not like anything I have ever tried, and it always leaves me wanting to do another scoop. It is so good. So I'm hoping that they not only make it permanent, but put it in their 5-pound containers to bring that price point down. So let me know in the comments below how close I came to your list of top 5 proteins. Which ones do I need to get my hands on for sure, because it's just that good of a tasting protein. Drop it down below and I will try to get my hands on it and review it in a future supplement review. If you've come this far in the video, do me a favor, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. I am dedicated to helping you be a great parent to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I provide ideas and insights to help you save time, money, and your sanity. 3 things that are in short supply for every parent out there.